Hello everyone, I meet the most interesting people in the world right here on Duval Street. That's right, I sit here all night long every day and I talk to the rock stars, the heroes, and the gods. Tonight is no different. I've got a gentleman here I'd like to introduce the world to. You would, sir.
Everybody wants to sit with Kit.
Oh, yes. I am Jacob Trevor Soderberg. I've been here for 8 years.
8 years?
I've never been arrested.
Wow.
I've had 4 jobs. And I'm single.
Wow.
Women only.
Oh, okay.
Not gay.
You better specify. Nowadays, you never can tell.
I agree.
Some poodle may come along and want to shag you.
Oh, no,
you
no,
never
no.
can tell.
No, no, no.
Never can tell. So, Jake, 4 jobs. What's your job now?
Well, so currently I have to work independently by myself at night. I build bicycles.
You build bicycles?
Yeah, and I have a cycling resume.
When you say that, what does that mean?
So I started sewing with a cycling company in Baltimore. That was their primary product, was a cycling product sewn. And then I've been a sales rep for a cycling product. I used to work at Hudson Trail Outfitters of Annapolis, which is like a REI but higher end. I once got 10th in a Triple Crown bike messenger race.
Wow.
And I used to ride with the Baltimore Messengers. That's where my sewing LLC was. And it's like literally interviewed for the zine there. And a friend of mine, a short little brown guy from California, also where I was born, Kevin, he's in a backpack, on my friend's back that I built. And I even posted, I think, that backpack to Sailrite when they had a competition because I built it with a Sailrite.
Wow. So you're really into cycling?
Yeah. And fitness. You gotta be healthy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, as you can see, there's no filter.
Yeah, there you go. Get rid of all that stuff you don't need.
Well, no. You know what the filters are, right?
Bullshit.
Well, no, they're it's electrostatic polypropylene with added dyes to make it look like it's capturing more tar and nicotine.
Yeah.
Which it's just a smoke screen.
Yeah, literally a smoke screen.
Literally.
Yeah. But you're healthy.
Yeah, I'm a former sales rep of a sports nutrition company.
Right.
Back a decade ago, I did my calorie count. I was consuming over 10,000 calories a day.
10,000 a day?
Yeah.
That's a hell of an appetite.
Yeah. So what it
How many were you burning? 12?
I don't know. I don't count what I burn. It doesn't matter. But what it comes.
Well, you didn't get fat.
I have gotten up to 150 pounds once.
Well, that's pretty big for you.
It's very big.
Wow.
At 10K calories, that's like what an entry-level sumo eats.
I mean, I can't even imagine how much you're consuming. What would your diet look like?
Well, so today, the last 2 packages I consumed, each contain about 1,000 calories. A full bag of popcorners chips, right in the face, and a full bag of these little chocolate biscuit things from Japan, straight to the face. And each one is about 2,000 calories. Each one's about 1,000 calories.
And you were doing that just because you needed the energy to compete?
Well, that's just like lunch. I snack on the go. So here.
Okay.
So when you work here, basically, sometimes you have 1, 2, 3 jobs, and you get one fine meal a day because the rest of the time you're hustling. You're going from A to B.
Okay.
You got to change your clothes. You got a second job, third job, new uniform, this, that, or the other. You got to look good for the people, for the customers.
Right.
So basically, as I ride a bike, I eat.
So you're always eating, snacking while you're riding.
I eat ice cream, popcorn. I'll eat a bowl of cereal. It doesn't matter. With a spoon.
So.
And not spill much.
So legitimately, did you start out being a messenger, or were you started out sewing?
No, I never was a Baltimore messenger. I was an honorary messenger.
Okay.
Because I kept myself centrally located in the city, so they could stop by if they needed a repair,
okay.
Yeah. I was like their go-to guy for customization. I also did a lot for the messenger races. I volunteered after I stopped racing.
And you said you raced and you got 10th.
10th overall in a Triple Crown. So it was
Triple Crown.
3 cities in 3 days. It was Baltimore, DC, then Richmond, and actually I drove and organized everyone. And I don't know if you've ever organized bike messengers, but it's like
herding cats.
I can herd cats and chickens, no problem. But messengers are a whole nother animal.
That's a different breed. Yeah, well,
Correct.
people that do that have I don't know, do they have a death wish?
No. What it is they have a drive to make all the money. It's healthy competition. Who can carry the most stuff? How many boxes can you stack up? How big is your bag is how much work you can get. If you got a little bag, little work.
So how much do those guys typically do in a day?
I mean, it depends. Like back in the day, this is a decade ago,
Right.
before the big Uber Eats boom, before the big delivery hub boom. I don't know. A good messenger would make around $200, coming home, and it's $10.99. So they pay their own taxes. But a lot of it goes right back into the tax base because they're constantly eating, buying parts, repairs. I mean, and messengers, I tell you what, they have some of the nicest bikes in the world just hanging up as trophies, not to ride. They ride occasionally for that specific discipline. 4 of my friends branched off and created their own company. My friends, they're all adults now, got kids, and it's like one of my guys, when I left Baltimore, he was like a Cat 3 racer, wanted to get Cat 1. And he's still a messenger. Still putting in 50 miles a day, working, and then racing afterwards.
That's a crazy
Training.
world.
Yeah.
That's a crazy world.
Yep. Highly disciplined.
Yeah, I would guess so. So, 4 jobs. What's your 4 jobs?
Okay, so first I started at Gordon Food Services. That was my first job.
Doing
here.
what?
Oh, just general stock. I was in the meat locker.
Okay.
So I'm, slinging 80-pound boxes of pork, beef, chicken, no problem.
Yep.
Not really. At 110, 115 pounds at the time, the ratio doesn't work out, so I could actually have sued them through OSHA regulations and laws, yada, 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 but who cares? I did that for about a year and a half and then quit on the spot. Then I took a break, went to Miami for a while on the mainland. It'd been like, I think 2.5 years since I've been on the mainland. Then I did a scooter and golf cart rental. And then I did simultaneous security here on Duval.
All right.
Yeah. So I was working 110, 120 hours a week.
In 8 years.
And then my 4th job is I'm at the Waterfront Playhouse right here on Mallory Square.
Right.
When I make it in town on time, I set up and take down the sets, build them and break them down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just man on the go.
You gotta be. I mean, me having my own bike, under the table venture, I'm like, my bikes are all correct. They're all greased appropriately. I don't need a tension wrench. That's how good I am. I'm even helping a guy with his electric bike business.
Nice.
And I bump into him occasionally, and he pays me cash money, buys me pizza, and that's about all I can ask for.
Man, not a bad life, man.
Not at all. I mean, I do okay.
Yeah, you sound like you do okay.
Oh, very okay.
A guy born in California?
Yeah, I was born in San Bernardino, California.
What town? Victorville?
No, I was born at the Naval Hospital.
Oh, in the Naval Hospital.
Yeah, all 3 of my dads were in the Navy.
Nice.
And both my mom and my second dad were adopted. So I have 5 sets of grandparents.
Oh, nice.
Not really, they're mostly dead.
Well, you don't have to try to keep up with them now.
Never really could, moving around so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you move a lot?
Yeah, about, I think, 12 or 13 locations before I landed back in the States, in Maryland.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What countries?
Just Iceland. That was the only foreign deployment.
Iceland?
Yeah. That was on my second Navy dad,
Right on.
who was a CB, and then he went to locksmithing.
All right.
So, of course, I naturally hung out, played foosball, and learned the art of locks.
Can you open a lock?
I break locks. I don't open them.
Yeah.
Back in Baltimore, after my on-guard motorcycle chain got cut, I sent them a video of me disassembling that chain, the actual lock area, not the chain, and in under a minute, I disassembled it by hand because their manufacturing process is so poor. You crack off the plastic case, you do a little wiggle action, and you slip a T-noose, no problem.
Wow.
So they sent me a new model updated. Same plastic handle cover. It's just a little more curvy.
Did you
more
break
yellow.
that one too?
No, I donated it to a messenger race.
Okay.
All verifiable through Facebook posts.
All right. Yeah. So what's up with the hair?
It grows off my head. I've had it since I was born. Well, I've been growing it since I was born.
Have you had the dread since you were born?
No, in March, this will be 3 years. It'll be 3 years on this set. And I've had dreadlocks more than half my life, ever since high school when I was like about 16.
Started doing the dread thing.
Well, no, I asked my mom to have them done professionally. And she said, okay, that was my present for Christmas, birthday, I can't remember.
I've thought about it. I just don't know if I could handle it.
Then don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like,
I mean, if you want them to look like you're in a fashion magazine every day, you got to put in the work, or you
Right.
go someplace and you have it done.
Right.
I mean, you can look me up on YouTube. You can see my set that I had for 8 years, and you're like, oh my God, those are like, why'd you cut them off? And I'll be honest, I took a shit one day, my hair hit the water, and I got up and my wet hair hit me in the back of the leg. So then I had to wash the end of that one dreadlock, and I said to myself, if every time I gotta take a shit, I gotta, can I say shit?
Yeah.
I say poop?
You can say shit.
Dookie? Caca? Anyway,
Yeah, whatever.
poopies. If I have to put my hair up every time I want to have a sit,
Literally a pain in the ass.
it's a process, and it's
Yeah.
like, where's the simplicity? It's gone.
Right.
So me and the ex-wife, now she's an ex. We were on our way to the climbing gym, and I said, hey, let's stop at Costco. If they got a clipper set, I'm getting it. I'm doing it tonight when we get home. Sure enough, they did, on sale, in fact. And after the gym, went home, took them off.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I know. I mean,
Yeah.
once it gets to a certain length, it's simple and easy up until it's not.
Until a point, yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Kit? How long you been here?
Most of your life.
I'm 40. I'll be 43 on the 21st. On the 21st, I'll be
Wow.
43.
Whoa.
Buy me the beers
Oh. I've been here since '85.
and the cigarettes.
Oh, you got your decade.
Yeah, well, I had the decades. I smoked them all.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'll have to buy more.
I've never heard of that brand.
They got them at Walgreens.
that
No. Sorry, at the Circle K on First, across from Garrison Bite. They're just under $5, just about $5.
Amazing.
They're made in the USA.
It says that on there, made in the USA.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I like Seneca's. They're off the reservation, either out of Killbuck, New York, or Canada somewhere.
I gave them up a long, long time ago. When they
Yeah.
went from $1.25 to $1.50 a pack,
I remember those days.
I said, I'm done.
I remember those days.
Like, that's it. No
Yeah.
more.
I remember those days.
Not a bad move.
Hey,
I don't regret it.
fair enough.
Yeah, hey,
Is there anything you do regret?
it's funny you say that because we like to think we live our life with no regrets
Sure.
until you start getting older and then you realize, oh, that might have been a mistake. Maybe I should have, or maybe I shouldn't have. But I don't know that I regret it. I mean,
Here you are now.
yeah, I don't regret
No.
not leaving here.
You just wish you made a better informed choice back then, but
Yeah.
you only had the tools you had.
And that's where the regret comes in. You don't have the tools, and that's exactly it. It happens, but I've enjoyed life up to this point. I got
What was your profession?
making pizza.
Nice, dude. That's legit.
Yeah, that's
That's a
I'm
big-
a
that's a big
glorified
thing.
dishwasher.
That is my preferred job. I could go back up to the mainland and go to a CC's Pizza
Yeah, there
and
you
get
go.
a job as a dishwasher.
Yeah,
And then I was thinking, wait a minute, why don't I be the mascot? I'd rather be the dishwasher.
yeah.
Dishpan hands, oh man, all the nutrients in there, hands so soft. Women love that.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah,
And they love a
yeah.
man who will do dishes.
that may be more the point right
They
there.
like a domesticated man who knows how to use a sewing machine.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you I'm a 21-year retired industrial sewer?
Well, you touched on it. You had a sewing in Baltimore.
Yeah, at an LLC in Baltimore.
LLC.
That I set up just to get the tax benefits and not make money
Right.
because the market was saturated. I
Right.
knew I wouldn't make any money at it, but what I could do is build stock material and build build my name up as somebody who
And you were making
messed Messenger bags. I mean,
Messenger bags?
I can make anything. You know, from shoes.
So you had a heavy-duty sewing machine.
Yeah, I had a sale right.
So yep.
Yeah,
so you could
I had-
sell canvas.
Yeah, I bought
Yeah.
it out of the Annapolis Sale Right store when they were still there.
I actually thought about buying one of those.
Yeah, it's a good machine.
You know, just so I could do upholstery stuff.
I did upholstery at the Best of Kentucky upholstery in Louisville during COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's a special machine, but you could fix some shit with it.
I know. I mean, I've been a sales rep for so many companies that it's like, if I talk about Sale Right, I'm going to give you the whole product description. And you're like, damn, I need to go order one right now.
Right.
I need to check Facebook Marketplace. Maybe someone's got one in dry storage and don't use it.
Yeah.
And it's legit. I mean, a lot of people have machines here. They just don't know how to operate them, and they don't know the proper order of operations and procedure to build the thing they need for their boat. And it's
Right.
like when my drinking boating friends at night find out that I'm a legit sewer,
Right.
like I have the background, and you can even call my little sister back in Baltimore. I trained her, and she's working at the sewing company I started with for a decade now. So if there's any ever complications,
But you don't ever do that down here.
no, at 21 years experience, no one wants to pay me correct on a paycheck. So if I have to do sewing work for a friend, I'm really fair. Like beer, pizza, pack of smokes, and at least 10 bucks an hour, whatever they
Great.
can afford.
Sign me up. I'm hiring you.
All right, cool beans.
Without a doubt.
Straight.
Well, you know,
well,
I
you
mean,
gotta provide the sewing machine, of course.
I mean,
Because I don't have one.
Okay.
I haven't touched one since I left Baltimore in 2015.
But as you know, down here, the sun kills everything.
I know.
I mean, your boat seats last about a year and a half.
Yep.
You know, and they're never. You do them in the winter, so you have one summer where they're good. They go through another winter, and the next year they're falling apart and dying. So you plan on doing them in the fall, and you try to, but then you end up the next summer and you still haven't done it, and you're sitting on foam with a blanket.
Gross foam. A gross, weird foam
Yeah,
with chunks out of it.
yeah,
Some
right.
of it's moldy.
Smells like seaweed.
Sargassum.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Well, so maybe that'll be a new venture. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I mean, I did find sewing work, but I didn't like the. It's not that I didn't like the guy. I like the guy enough. Like he's a good guy.
Right.
But I know he wouldn't pay me correctly. And
Yeah, well-
I'm not gonna, like a lot of people will take any job they can get for a paycheck. I'm not there. Like let's say I started planning my retirement in my early 20s, and I was reading AARP, the magazine, so
Yeah.
I could see what deals would be available to me in the future.
Right.
And the price points haven't changed much in 20
No.
plus years. It's
No,
crazy.
they haven't.
It's crazy.
Isn't it?
The actors have changed and the
Yeah.
faces, but
Nothing else.
nothing else really.
It's. I jokingly say that was a month's salary back in 1600. It's still a month's salary.
Today.
It still is.
Sure.
The decimals moved.
Yeah.
More zeros, but that's it. Well, anyway,
Anyway.
I appreciate your time sitting
Oh,
here
no problem.
chatting
Thanks
with me.
for chatting
You
with me.
came by here a year ago.
Yeah, thereabouts. Well,
And-
I left in spring of last year.
Yeah.
And I was gone for like 7 months.
Okay.
And,
Well, I
all
remember
around
you
my
coming
age.
by asking,
Yeah.
talking to us about doing the show.
Yeah,
And
whatever.
now here you are.
Here I is.
Yeah, here you is, in between delivering messages and something.
Well, I'm just bumping into all my friends who are getting off work or getting on.
Right?
It's that time of day when there's shift change.
Yeah, 7 o'clock, 6 to 8. All the shifts either go in or go out.
It's a
Oh, that's-
2-hour schedule here for tourists and workers.
Yes, it is. Well, anyway, I've got one last question I'd like to ask you before we say goodnight.
Sure. Or until next time.
Yeah, until next time. Well, I'm going to remind everybody to subscribe to my channel, Sit with Kit.
I
Please
would
do that.
definitely. Yeah.
and
He's pretty laid back. I've had bad interviews. Oh gosh, I've been interviewed by some nuts.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm
he's
still
doing it
learning. We're still practicing.
No, it's still good.
That's what's going on here.
It's working.
So here's your final question before we turn off the lights.
Sure.
If you were a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be?
Oh, I'd have to be my favorite pizza from Baltimore.
That's fine.
Fells Point, Brick Oven Pizza, the Lucky 7. 7 types of cheese, even the sausage cheese. I used to take my little sister out for her birthday.
From Fells Point.
For a Lucky 7, and it only came in a 14-inch.
Only in a 14-inch.
Yeah. Now they also
Yeah, well, that's a
Fells
lot of
Point-
cheese.
Oh, I know, right? It hits your
Good
gut.
Lord.
Oh, it hits your gut. But also, right up the street from there, they had New York flat. I'm talking paper thin pizza, $1.50 a slice.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, this is like an 8-time folder.
Yeah.
You gotta fold, and it's just like
Make an
I got some-
origami out of it.
No, it's like
Just eat it.
it's like a big triangle. It's just like
Yeah.
huge. Yeah, it's huge. You gotta fold it.
I get it. I get it. Fells Point. I wish we'd talked about that a little bit. We'll do that on the next time.
Sure, I'm around.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, on behalf of the staff here at Angelina's and my production, Tim, Jade, and Randy, I'd like to thank everybody for watching.
Yeah, thanks,
Good night.
guys.